Money is a real key issue for couples. So many couples say how much challenges they have with it, people argue about it. I think it was Relate recently released figures that over 70% of marriage breakdowns blame money as the number one reason. How you are with money as a couple and as individually is a really, really, really big deal. It really is important that couples talk about finance before they get married, but our experience would be that it's not sort of top of the list when people are getting ready to get married, and we really understand that. It's one of these things where everybody just presumes it's going to be okay, and we would say, don't presume. It probably isn't going to be okay unless you talk about it.
I think, speaking about ourselves, we fall into that polarised category where I would be quite a natural spender, and John would be a very natural saver. Natural spender is somebody who, money kind of burns a hole in your pocket, and you might take out a 20 out of the cash point or whatever, and one sandwich and a few decisions later, there's nothing left,
Some people tend to, like yourself, sort of live in a much more day-tight compartment, really. So Lizzie is in the day, enjoying the day, making the most of the day, whereas perhaps someone with a more sort of budgeting, sort of savings attitude, which I would be perhaps a little bit more strategic, or someone who's thinking around the corner. The saver can become anxious about the future and neglect to provide and enjoy the present, whereas a spender can have the reverse effect where, well, we're always going to be okay, let's spend it now.
The beauty is looking for the balance, isn't it? In those two, balance, that magic word, balance.
I'm sure we'll find it one day.
In the two viewpoints, and kind of respecting that there's great things to be had looking far down the road, but equally, you have to be very much in the day as well. Yeah. So when you've got those poles to start with, you do need to kind of look at, right, how can we make this work? How can we not irritate each other to death? How can we find some common ground in this?
Everybody will have different things that you quite rightly believe are a priority to spend money on. And I think it's not just spending and saving, but it's also the priority and understanding each other's different priorities.
We're coming together on the understanding that this is our money for our
finances,
life together. It's our finances. Yep. And so it's built upon that mutual respect that it is our money. It's not, well, I bring more to the table than you do. So it's that mutual understanding that we're together in it, isn't it? Yeah. And it's a great principle to have, isn't it, to agree between you as you start your financial future together, to look at thinking, right, okay, we're going to take a decision to spend less than we actually have coming in.
Oh, man.
And it's not a very popular view, but it just leads to financial happiness, it leads to financial security.
Absolutely.
It leads to security between the two of you, that you're that decision is something that you've taken together. Absolutely. And you're standing on that. Yeah. We're gonna spend less than we have coming in, whatever that amount is, whatever the amount that you have coming in.
So what do you do when conflict arises? Well, the first thing is it's going to arise. There is no way two people can come together with their finances and it all be a bed of roses. Marriage isn't like that. It's a series of working through things. And the same rules that you would use to deal with conflict in other areas of your marriage, you need to apply in finance.
Finances are one of those things that it's a seasonal thing. Your finances can be a roller coaster ride due to many factors, employment changes.
Kids' university,
various
moving house,
seasons
jobs.
Of married life, things that happen and come in. Sometimes things that you plan for, sometimes things that kind of come in from the sideline. And it's something that you do need to regularly review and have a look at. It's one of those things that hopefully, if you look at it as a journey that you can get better on and improve on and learn to understand each other and learn to work with each other much more, the journey can be very interesting, very exciting, and definitely worthwhile doing the journey together.